So the topic of tonight is we need you. And I was sitting back listening to, if anybody knows me, they know that my, would it be called genre? I think so. My music genre is neo soul. So I was listening to Jill Scott and her song We Need You. And I really thought about it. And I was like, you know what? We do. As much as we like to say that.
Who's the you that we're talking about, though?
I was getting there, but you cut me off as usual.
Let me.
Okay. So, I was getting there. What I was going to say is we need you. And we need you can mean a plethora of things. But in my case, because I like, males, I do need a man in my life. But I need the right man in my life. Because when a man can tell me what to do, a man can tell me what to do. And I feel like women, sometimes, if we, choose to be with a man, we have been conditioned that we have to be this independent person and we have to know everything about everything and we got to carry everything on our shoulders. I don't want to no more. So, yeah, we need you. I could pay my own bills. I could do all of those things, but I need the emotional support. I need the kind, loving words. I need you to tell me sit down when I'm talking too much.
Is that a need or a want?
No. It's actually, to me, it's a need.
Why? And I guess I asked that because when we say needs, because I'm a literal person, need is something that you have to have in order to survive. You need someone to tell you to sit down. You need someone. I don't know. You can want someone to do that. When I hear we need you or I need you, it definitely comes across as something different. But you gotta understand, that's a lot of pressure to put on a person.
No. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that we aren't in it together. But if you would have let me finish without...
Y'all, listen. Once she looked at me, that was my turn to talk, right?
No.
Right.
No.
So this is not going to turn into the E-cubed talked over me saga. So get over that. Right?
Okay.
But go ahead. So again,
I understand what you were saying, and I take all of your points. You made very valid points. However, when we choose to be with someone in our lives, right, it's a choice, right?
Correct.
But that person then becomes a necessity, like you need shoes to walk outside, right? You don't want to walk outside barefoot sometimes, but I'm a barefoot person, but that's sidebar. But anyway, but it's like I want to be with someone that they don't need me for the air that they breathe or whatever, but they would like to come home to me. They would like to, be that person for me or whatever.
I don't want to cut you off.
Just like people get emotional support dogs. They need them.
No, they want them.
No, they need them at some point.
We got to stop saying that they're needs. I get it, right? But the idea that just because you are conditioned to something or just because you become used to something, it becomes a need is preposterous to me.
That's because you have no, I'm going to take that back because I was about to say he has no romance in the world, but he's a very romantic kind of fella. However, I'm saying it in a different way. I'm just saying it in a totally different way. You can agree and you cannot agree. I don't care. It doesn't make me any difference. But that's just what I'm saying. Sometimes I need or I would like or I want. No, I'm not going to change my words.
Somebody recommended that you play the song, so maybe then I'll understand.
Exactly.
We could go with that. I appreciate the recommendation. Probably not going to feel the same way. Again, I'm still one of those people that is look, needs versus wants. We got to understand a lot of times, or we got to stop bastardizing. I can say that. I don't mean it like a curse word, right? We got to stop misusing words. We got to stop using words in place of something else that we mean to kind of accentuate or highlight it. So when people be like, oh, we need you, you don't need that person. You want that person, right? And I think want is deeper than need. in my opinion, because needs is something I have to survive. Want is something that I want to pursue. I want that to be there. I want that for me. Like
But
I'm going to, it's a desire.
With the win. I want a new Louis, but if I see a Coach that looks just as good, I'm gonna buy that.
Right. And your need for that person could change once that person no longer serves their need. If that's the case, technically speaking.
No, because yes. Not when it comes to. Okay, so I don't know what type of need you're talking about, but I'm talking about a special kind of heart-wrenching, deep down in my soul kind of need. That's what I'm talking about. And I know that most of the ladies that actually have or want or desire that type of connection or relationship with somebody, they understand what I mean. And the men too, because I'm not even going to exclude you all either. It's just something about, having that person, be it male or female, be it 2 women, 2 men, whatever your preference is. Who are we to judge? It's just that's a good feeling to me. Like when I walk in the door and I see my person, yes, I feel it all up and down, and I love it. And I know you do the same thing.
And you want that.
No, but I need that feeling sometimes too. Sometimes you just have a hard day. So when you come home, you have that to look forward to.
We are recording this for YouTube, but we're also live on Facebook. So my Facebook friends, I want to understand, and I guess my issue is when we misuse words to try to make, like, again, that feeling seem heightened.
Who says that I'm misusing the words? That's your opinion. Just like it's my opinion that I like that I need you kind of feel. It's your opinion that it's a want. So you want to feel wanted.
Everybody, to some extent, the majority of people want to feel wanted. But my thing is to say, "Oh, I need you." That's a tough sell. Like we stuck on that. We're stuck on, because the word is semantics, arguably, yes. But I feel like when you take the word need and you use it to really mean I really, really strongly want this, or I really, I so strongly want this that I gotta have it. This absolutely
is a better word.
Absolutely. I desire you is a better word to me than I need you.
I'll contemplate that, but still listen to the song. I like the word desire as well.
Okay, well, let's look at desire. Would you rather be desired or admired?
Both.
Why? Why do you recognize those meaning 2 different things, but want and need mean the same thing to you?
Stop it. Stop it. Admired is somebody that, like, I look up to. Like, I admired my parents. I admired some portions of their relationship. Like, they were really Bonnie and Clyde. And then there was other parts that I just didn't like at all. However, I looked up to that, so I admire that. Desire to me is like, yeah.
I don't ever want to see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I listen. I don't want the people to think that I don't get it. Right? I get it, and I'm trying to think. I've probably even been guilty of saying I need you. You say what you got to say in those moments, but.
Don't just say what you gotta say in a moment.
Well, before my birthday, that would have been me, but now I'm older. I'm much more mature and wiser.
Oh, yeah, guys, wait, we gotta say time out. Everybody say happy birthday. His birthday was just Friday. Yes. Saturday.
It was Saturday.
Lies. It was Saturday.
It was
I was
Saturday.
there, though. So, everybody say happy birthday to him. He turned a whole 83.
Okay. I appreciate those who shouted out happy birthday and who sang and sent text messages and all that good stuff. But so back to the topic at hand. Right now, we are here with Cash It, the podcast where we talk cash it live on Facebook while also recording for YouTube. And the topic is
We Need You, which is now morphed into We Desire, because this one right here doesn't like the word need.
Because Merriam-Webster decided to come up with this little book called a dictionary.
So what? And what does that mean? Words mean different things to
Words,
different people.
that's not true. Words have meaning.
Nope. Then
Situations give them context. Come on, you should know it by now. I say it all the time. Words have meaning, situations give them context, and we as society give them connotation, right?
And that means nothing, because if you
bare
go to
bones,
church,
this is what the word means in black and
No,
white.
'cause if
Comprehension is key.
No.
Don't play around with it.
No.
Don't play around with it, because that gets to be dangerous. When you start trying to change the meaning of words because you want it to mean something different, you start to change the meaning of the words. At that point, don't even need me, because you don't even know what the word need means.
you really get on my nerves.
Because I make some
No.
solid points,
No.
and you didn't
No,
think
it's
about it
not.
like that, and you
No.
like, you know what? I get it. And that's what it is. Because if you don't know what the word need means, then don't need me. That's where I'm at. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I mean, no, because you just said it all.
Exactly. See, you know how when people try to, they don't have a solid point to come back with,
No,
so
I
they
had
try
a
to make
solid
it
point,
like.
and my point is still silent. I'm going to stand on what I said.
Then go
I
ahead.
said what I said. I meant what I said. Like, I'm not going to change what I said because you didn't came up with that whole.
You need a hug?
No, I need my throat to come back, but hey, my voice to come back, because my throat didn't go anywhere. Shut up. Whatever.
I just want to take this time to point out a commercial break that we are a wholesome, Christian-oriented show. And anything that just sounds like it's unholy, we promise we didn't mean it. It's just the nature of an unscripted show.
Whatever. We're live.
All right. So you are the type of person who, when you need, you need. And those needs...
So, okay, let me just say this, right? Sometimes we need things and we don't even speak it out loud, right?
Right.
So, my mom just recently passed away. And although I told everybody I was okay, I really was not okay. So at that point, I needed, wanted, desired, the people that were in my life to come and make sure that I was good. And that really was a need, because at that time, I was not good. You get what I mean? So if that can be that kind of need, then why can't, in a relationship or someone that I'm desiring or wanting, be that same need? Need does have a really defined definition. However, when you place it in certain situations, it can mean something different.
All right, let's give P.O.C. a couple of claps, because she did make me think about this slightly different in this case. So if I am not good, I need something to feel better. I need something to be good, in a good space. I'll give you that. It does not necessarily let me finish giving you that. It doesn't necessarily have to be that it's like life or death. I'll give you that. I got you.
Thank you.
However, I still stand on the idea that if we're talking about effective communication.
The moment that you said, however, all those niceties that you just said just went out the window.
Okay, well then let's go back to when I said however, comma, and.
Comma and is the same thing.
It's not.
It is. It's just the politically correct way.
No,
You don't want to say but.
However or but would have been the same thing. And you can still get your point across with effectively communicating and using words that mean what you want for them to mean. I think that a lot of times people miss the mark when they first change kind of that definition. Not saying that that's what you did, but when they kind of alter or change that definition, and then they don't get what they want, because then what happens then?
No. You said clear expectations. So I think.
Wait, you have to notice that it became a want.
No, stop that.
Yeah, okay.
It's still a need. When we're at a certain age now, that when we go into relationships, we're not just checking a box, check you like me, yes, no, or maybe. That's not what we're doing.
We not?
Let me get my whole point out. We're not at that point. So a lot of people that I know are having intentional relationships, right? So when you have an intentional relationship, you have the relationship with the expectation of it becoming something more than just a situationship, right?
I'm listening to where you're going. You said you were driving the boat.
Okay, no problem.
Drive the boat.
So That's where you give people expectations on, or that you give them the blueprint on how you would like to be treated. So if you know that my favorite thing is flowers, and flowers supersede like every gift that you can ever give me, and I'm having a bad day, but flowers would pick me up, I might just need it that at that particular point in time. I'm not picking you yet because I'm not done. Put your hand down. You have been recognized.
No, because now we're going down a different.
No, we're not going down a different path. You told me to explain and I'm explaining.
You are.
No, I don't even know what I was going to say. Finish. Raise your hand. Recognized.
So.
He gets on my nerves.
If this person is who you need or what you need.
It could be a puppy.
Okay. If this entity is what you need, why would you have to alter or change something about it? Or it would have to alter or change something about itself?
I never said that. When did I say that? Rewind the tape, because I didn't say that anybody was changing for anyone else. I said that now we are at the age that we are having intentional relationships with folks. So therefore, when you're intentional about something, you teach people how you want to be treated.
That part right there, the teach people how you want to be treated. Because
that simply means. That simply means.
Here we go. If you gotta tell me what it means, no. Did you use the? Okay, go ahead.
No, that simply means. You could have been in an abusive relationship before. She could have been like to be smacked upside her head. Hello, I don't want to be smacked. That's me teaching you that it might have worked for you before.
So why is that? Why is it that that's just not what or who you need?
What are you talking? I don't understand.
Because if the person that's like if the person that's used to smacking her upside the head, and you like, I don't want to be smacked upside my head, then that's just not the person that you need.
I never said that. What I said. Don't make me confused, Kevin. You do it a lot. I mean, eat cubes. You do it a lot. That's not what I said.
She done put my government name out here.
Everybody know who you are.
I'm only live on Kevin Jr.'s Facebook.
You're good.
But anyway, that's what you just said, though. And so the reason why I said that, you said you got to lay out expectations, lay it out clear, put out there, what it is that you want. Teach them how to treat you. Then you're going to have to change them. So how is that?
No, that's not changing. That's just allowing you to know how I would like to be treated.
So if they don't treat you that way, then what?
Then that person just ain't for you. That is friendships. That is partnerships. That's all that. Then that person's just not for you. If you're not someone that, if I cuss people out all the time and you don't like to be cursed at, then we could never be friends. So then what are you teaching
them that, why are you teaching them?
What do you mean? You are telling someone the way that you want to be treated. It's understanding people's, for lack of better words, or just for real, love languages. You hate that? You see that face, y'all?
Love languages, that's a thing. But the thing about knowing your love language, that's just how you expect or how you like for people to communicate love to you. That don't mean that somebody has to even know your love language or speak your love language. They should.
You just made my point, because I said you intentionally teach people how to treat you. That's what I said. No, meeting someone on the street, they're not going to know your love language. And that's not going to be your first conversation. But that's the getting to know you process. Correct?
I don't need that.
Okay. So you just out here haphazardly just flying by the seat of your pants? No, you're not. And he's quiet because I told the truth.
No, I'm quiet because this goes back to my original point that I have to stand by. Being intentional and specific about your words, your word choice.
No, because...
It's so much, because there's so much that goes into this to just be like, oh, I need you. Oh, I need
Why
this.
are you hung up right there?
Because that's not what it means.
No, no, stop. I'm about to bring you back. I understand that you're a wordsmith, but you just agreed that that you understood what I was saying when I gave the definition of.
I still do, but that's not.
The word didn't change.
It did not change, but the context continues to change. And
There
that's
you
the
go.
thing. You keep changing the context.
You can change the context. Again, I'm going to refer back to church. When you go to church, the words in the Bible don't change. However, the interpretation of those words take on a whole new set of meanings, beliefs, whatever, for each and every person inside that congregation or on Bedside Baptist. Right or wrong? The preacher could have very well said, something like, I don't know, anything. God loved the world. To me, it means that he loved the world. To you, it could mean that because he loved the world, he loved me too. Or whatever. It all means the same thing. Because it's the way you interpret that passage. If I was to call you on the phone and say, hey, I really need you right now. I just need to have a conversation. What's so wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We all need somebody in this world. It's a whole song written about it. A couple of them, actually.
I still think that they could also mean the same thing if you just said, I really, really want you.
Okay. Well, we can agree to...
Girl,
No. That's what we're not going to do. We can agree to that. Okay.
We can agree to that. So, today's topic has been, we need you. And my understanding is that we could choose better words. I think that I understand the idea of needing, and I agree with the idea of needing someone. I agree with the idea that when you're down, when you're sad, having someone to talk to is a great thing. I agree that when you're down and out, having somebody by your side, wonderful thing.
Why does it have to be down and out?
Is this my understanding or yours?
I mean, go ahead.
I agree that when times are good, having somebody by your side makes it even better. What I am saying is you can express that without bastardizing the word need in some cases. And you could just express, like, I want you around. Ain't that a song? I want you around. Like, that's it. I want you around. I want to talk to you. I want you in my space. I want you to share this part of my life. I want you. And I feel like that want or desire executes or describes that situation a lot better than I need you.
No, I don't think
I feel like in that case, one, it comes across as a little dramatic. And two, is it that you really need me or that you really just want me? What's your takeaway?
So my takeaway is if I say I need you, I need you. Period, point blank. I could want a new pair of shoes. I could want a piece of bubble gum. I don't need a new pair of shoes. I don't need a piece of bubble gum. But if I say that I need you at that point in time, I'm either at the highest of the height or the lowest of the low, or if somewhere even in the middle. But it's you specific that I want, desire, need, or whatever, all wrapped into one. And I think it's okay to need people. I think it's okay to, have that word in your vocabulary, and it's not looked at as a bad thing. I think it's okay. That's my take on it.
All right, there you have it. The conversation around we need you. I'm going to say, put if your team desired and wanted or team needed.
No, because that's separated. That's unfair.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to be wanted and desired.
No, we want to know what y'all think, though. Put y'all thoughts about the we need you conversation in the comments. We will read them. We will respond. We're out.
Have a good one.